everyone, welcome back. This is my review of the new sci-fi TV series Defiance Episode 2, entitled Down in the Ground Where the Dead Men Go. So yeah, this episode was almost an hour long. On TV it probably would have been an hour if you had commercials and whatnot, so... Yeah, I like this as one of those series that has longer episodes so it can cover more in a shorter amount of time. I really need to catch up on reviewing these episodes because, yeah, season 1 is almost done. I think the last episode airs like tomorrow or something, so, or today technically because it's past midnight, but whatever. But whatever, anyways, on with this review though. There is 3 major things I want to mention about this episode. The first one is, Rafe McCully and his daughter's I forget her name. I'll look it up real quick. But basically, they're in conflict with each other because it's gonna take me a while to remember all these names. Wait a sec, what? Where's Rafe McCully and where's his daughter at? Christy McCully, right? So, one of the things in this episode is a conflict that Rafe McCully has with his daughter, Christy McCully. She wants to marry, hold on a sec. They talk, Al-Qatar, right? So Christy has fallen in love with Al-Qatar, who is Data and Dahma's son, basically. Alright, and of course their two families seem to have a heated rivalry with one another, or it could be just because of the fact that frickin' Rafe hates everyone who's not human, basically. So of course he hates it, and he's forbidding her to marry him, and even if it means rejecting her. Of course that causes some drama in their family as well. His second son, or Rafe's second son, Quentin McCauley, tries to convince him otherwise, and I'm not sure if he's convinced otherwise at this point. He didn't really say so in this episode, but yeah, it's pretty interesting right there. And then another thing I wanted to mention is the Caspian's ritual, because at the end of the first episode, if you remember that battle that took place, one of the soldiers who was in there, he was a Caspian, and he dropped his arms and ran away from the battle, and apparently in their religion that is highly taboo. You cannot do that, and there's a special torture thing where that they have him tied up to in order to basically cleanse his soul so he can pass over to the afterlife, in which they strap him up to this board thing, and they put rocks into this lever that's in the back, which basically stretches his limbs out. That's basically a way of torturing him so that he can pass over to the afterlife and whatnot. And of course there's some cultural disputes on that, you know, them wondering if that's moral, if that should be held. And ultimately, at first, at first Nolan tries to save him, but then the mayor steps in and Amanda, she steps in and stops him, telling him that, okay, last time they tried to stop him doing these last time their cultural differences got in the way of working together as a team. It caused a war which wiped out the vast majority of the Castilians. It wiped out the vast majority of them, and so a lot of them that weren't wiped out ended up fleeing to the outer world, basically. So there's very few of them still left in Defiance. However, later on, Eurissa, Nolan's daughter, or would-be daughter, basically stepdaughter, ends up saving them, and she is aided by the law enforcer, I forget his name, that we saw in several times in episode 1. And instead, the Castilian that is being tortured ends up being arrested instead. But he is killed secretly by the head of the Castilians at the end of the episode, and they only find out about it after he leaves anyways. So that's the second thing. Then the other thing in this episode, which I honestly think is the most interesting part, is when Nolan and Rafe end up going underground. Alright, basically one of the Macaulay oil mine, I believe it is, ends up blowing up, so Rafe, Macaulay, and Nolan and a few other men ends up heading down under, and then in search of Ben, Amanda's old partner, because he escaped from prison and he's still alive and whatnot. He's the one who blew it up and head down there. And what they end up finding is actually St. Louis, but it's an older version of St. Louis, basically. It's basically St. Louis like it was before the aliens attacked. Alright, which is really interesting, and we get a bit of a moment there with Rafe and Nolan chatting about the old days, they remembering how good it was before the aliens attacked. And they seem to really agree with each other on this, so you can tell that Nolan doesn't hate all aliens because his stepdaughter is technically an alien. In fact, she is an Iraqian, to be more precise. So, yeah. However, Rafe, for some reason, has a distinctive hatred towards aliens. For some reason, I don't think this has actually been explained yet, but yeah, he does. Anyways, though, and once they find Ben, Nolan almost convinces Rafe to not kill him, but Rafe ends up killing him, I think accidentally, in the end, so they couldn't get him. However, Ben did say some weird shit before he died. He said that the whole reason, what's his name, can't find the name. Trying to find the name of Rafe's son that died, but I can't. But that had been killed, but I can't. But anyway, that son apparently, according to what Ben said, met up with Ben so he could get some money so he could escape from Defiance and escape from his father, because apparently he hated his father's guts. If that's the truth, then that would obviously mean that, Rafe's been trying to avenge the death of his son who hated his guts. We don't know yet if that's actually true, but Ben could have been talking out of his ass in a pitiful attempt to escape alive. We don't know, but that's according to what Ben actually said. And, overall, I really like this episode. Defiance is turning out to be really good, I think. So, yeah, overall. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this review, guys. One more thing I like to mention in this review is that that old woman who used to be the mayor before Amanda took over, apparently she's involved with this as well. This other guy, I forget his name, but it seems like she has a deep plan that might have some justification to it, but I just don't see why they revealed that she's involved with this so soon. It kind of takes some of the suspense out of it, you know what I mean? So I really hope we have something big, like maybe she's not at the complete head of this, maybe she's working for someone, or maybe her plan is so big that it'll make up for it. I don't know, I just think it's kind of weird that they revealed that she's involved with this so damn soon. You know what I mean? And I really hope that they have something bigger planned to reveal in the future to kind of make up for it. But anyways though, overall this was a really good episode of Defiance. I enjoyed it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this review, guys. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.